Yeah.
This is the effect, you guys, that you want to create in your garden. It's this filtered light or filtered shade. It's kind of a balance of light and shade, because even some of the best horticulturists told me you only need 4 hours of sunlight.
Really?
Whoa.
Yes. So why do they tell us full
Like
sun
full
all
sun.
day?
Right.
Have you looked at those plants? They don't look happy to me.
Well, they'd take more water if they got full sun.
And they
wouldn't
waste water. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're
Oh,
not
interesting.
happy plants. They're not healthy. And so when you see these taro roots, you see these beautiful
taro
peppers, you see
Yeah.
these tomatoes all through here,
That's
you
all
see the
growing with-
ginger. Look at this.
With dapple.
Look at the cucumber, okay? You see, see there's a little cucumber right there. I've already eaten another one. And you see these tropical plants, and they're just coming back every year.
Yeah, they come back from the ones that drop and just reseed.
Nope,
or?
they're tubers.
Oh,
okay.
So a lot of the root crops we plant as many as we can in here. You can do turnips, you can do beets. The beets will grow you beautiful greens,
I love
okay?
beet greens.
And then they'll turn to seeds and you can save all those seeds.
Mhm.
But I love to grow turmeric, ginger, taro. I've got horseradish right there. See that big horseradish? Isn't that beautiful? And so I like to put everything that is happy in here growing together. The mints. In here I have this amazing huge dandelion.
I know.
But then I have my perennial is my mulberry, but he will shade everybody really well. But then I have a medicinal wild plant right here. And I don't even know what this one is. It's growing with my onion, so it's got to be an onion. But it's not my Egyptian walking onion. This is a new onion. But see, this mullein is happy in here.
Yeah.
I've got my corn right there. I don't know what this volunteer tree, we haven't figured out yet. I've got curry, right? And you see I've got beans that are going to be growing up, the stalks. Look at how happy and beautiful these plants are. It's because we created this filtered light. Now eventually I won't need all these sunchokes, so I'll have some. But these sunchokes I'm using temporarily as shade.
And then
So
you'll
all the
remove
trees.
them.
Then I can remove them, give them away, move them somewhere else. But I want to make sure that right now I have a plant that does really good shade. But also I love my sunflowers, so I didn't stop planting my sunflowers since I've created this garden. Because it brings the bees, it brings the birds, it brings everything. It's amazing how many benefits that sunflower has.
So each
really
year,
beautiful.
how much new do you plant down, or do you
The
just
only
let things
reason
come back?
I want things to come back. I
Right,
want things
that's my
to get
favorite.
really strong.
Way to-
But I do love to add plants because I want cumin. I
Uh-huh.
want to add every spice there is in here.
That's awesome.
If I can get it to come back, right?
Right.
I want all the beautiful plants I can get my hands on. I'm addicted to
Nice.
plants, you
Yes.
guys. Isn't that fun?
That's
But
awesome.
isn't this beautiful? And doesn't
Really
it
is.
feel wonderful?
Mhm.
That's why that little tropical plant there is so content and happy.
That's amazing.
But pumpkins are happy, peppers are happy. Look at these cayenne. Look at how happy and
So is there a
gorgeous that
special
plant is.
kind of wood chip you use, or just
Nope.
whatever
In Utah,
kind?
because our soil is alkaline,
Right.
we can use the pine that everybody worries, oh, it's too acidic.
Right.
Don't worry, put pine needles in here, in your
Okay.
walkways. You can use anything. But
Okay.
what I was talking with one of my students today of 2 years, because he's studied a lot of things about plants and everything else, is I said, you know, Matthew, I don't like building hills. I've noticed out here, it makes the plants go down the hill, you know, which makes sense. If you put a plant on a hill, it's going to go down like this. I notice with my cover crops, I throw the cover crops up at the top, and then all of a sudden they're at the bottom of the hill. I'm like, why are they telling us to build these hills? So we're going to put logs in the ground, but we're going to make it more level. See, these are
Oh,
perfect.
like terraced?
Not terraced, but just flat. Not a
Okay.
big molehill. What I like about this isn't a hugel bed.
Okay.
This is just taking wood chips and the next spring digging out some swales on contour, these little trenches to take water from the roof there. And then we built up a little bit, but it's flat. Now my plants are all happy, they're not falling off the side of the hill. So I've never understood hugel beds. Why are they building these mohills, you know, when it's hard to plant on them? And so that's
Yeah.
something we had to learn by experimenting with it. And that's what this classroom garden is. It's a really big experiment. We're always learning something different, what works, what doesn't work. And that's what we want to share with people, you know?
So you've got a hose here. So how do you water?
So that hose is only because my neighbor wants me to water that lawn over there, which I'm letting all the wild sunflowers and
Yeah.
milkweed take over because
I
I
shall
hate
have neighbors.
wasting water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love neighbors.
So how do you?
That's why that's there.
So how do you water
Well, we have an irrigation system that
Okay.
got put in last fall because I was watering every plant by hand.
Oh my goodness.
My plants use less water when I water by hand. My plants were much lusher and happier when I watered them by hand.
makes
And I
sense.
personally see which one needs what, you know? Like this guy here, this is a little fig tree that's growing beautifully. He's 3 years old now.
Oh my
Comes
goodness.
back every year. Look how happy he is.
Uh-huh.
This is the bee balm that's coming
Yeah.
back. We've got a little bit of everything. The chives come back.
Uh-huh.
This is a baby taro. There's a little taro right here.
Mhm.
He's very happy. But he's not in as much shade as the happier one over there that's 10 times bigger. See,
That's
he's
really
in the sun.
interesting. I always heard sun.
I know. But the plants like moisture and
Yeah.
filtered light.
Okay.
Sorry.
Which
It's like I just disturbed the bumble.
Filtered light.
Isn't that beautiful though?
Yeah.
It really is. So now this is the kitchen garden. This is your zone 1. But most people in permaculture, especially here in Utah, if you ask them, what does your kitchen garden look like? It looks like everybody else's garden. It doesn't look like a permaculture garden. They don't use the layers of the forest in their kitchen garden. They do rows of monoculture. 1 row of tomatoes, 1 row of squash, 1 row, and then they have to put shade cloth over it because they're dying in the hot sun. I'm like,